Hi, I'm Barbara Lamanna, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Barbara. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a CIA graduate. I've worked as a chef instructor for the past 13 years at New York Institute of Technology, and I'm currently the food director at Park Shore School and Day Camp. Today I'm going to teach you some quick, healthy, and economical recipes from my kitchen to yours. On today's show, we are making exotic salads. These salads can be served any time of the year. I'm using all natural and organic ingredients, and these ingredients can be found at Sherry's, the natural food market in Babylon, Long Island. Let me tell you one of the great benefits about using organic. It's pesticide-free. And all these items I'm using here I found at Sherry's, right down to the pears. They have a whole farmer's market area with all organic produce, which was so great shopping there. I loved shopping up and down the aisles. I was like a kid in the candy store, and they were so helpful. Everything, I couldn't even believe they had organic mandarin oranges. So it was great. It was just a wonderful shopping experience, actually. And now let me tell you a little bit what I'm making here and why I chose these ingredients. I have the organic baby greens, nice, soft, buttery to the palate. And what you want to do is you want to balance the different ingredients in flavor and texture in any dish, whether it's a salad or an entree. So this is why I chose these. I'm going to start off with the dried cranberries. Another alternative you can use is the dried cherries or dried blueberries with the nice healthy antioxidants that they do add. And what this is adding, this is going to add the chewiness to the palate. Okay, like I said, different textures need to be there. Now I wanted something a little bit softer and sweet, so I chose the mandarin oranges. And again, if you don't have, or you can't find the canned mandarin, you can use an orange or whatever you have in the house, all right? But I did find these wonderful organic mandarin oranges at Sherry's. Next, I chose a crumbled gorgonzola cheese versus a blue cheese because the gorgonzola is not as pungent as blue cheese, and it just really works well, and it balances the sweetness in the salad. So this is why I chose that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the crumbled gorgonzola, okay? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colors in the salad already. Remember, we eat with our eyes before we do with our mouth, so it just makes you want to sink in there and jump in. Next, I have caramelized pecans. Delicious crunch. It's everybody's favorite that I make these for. They eat them right out of the pot. They don't even let me get it to the salad. It can even be used as a gift, canning them or jarring them and put a little ribbon on that. People love these. And how I made these is I took a half a stick of butter and I melted it down, and I put a cup of light brown sugar on a low heat in a pot, and then I stirred it constantly until it became a nice thick gooey consistency. I folded in my pecans, I threw it on a sheet pan at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. It was done. It was that easy. Because in the supermarkets, they can be very expensive. It's so much cheaper and tastier when you make them yourselves. Now, I'm going to finish the salad with a nice firm fruit. And I chose these beautiful pears that I sliced into wedges. You want to peel them and core them. You can dice them, you can slice them, whatever you prefer, or even julienne, which is a nice thin strip. And it just gives this a very well-balanced salad. Again, we have different textures. We have the chewy and the soft, the smooth and the crunchy, and the firm. And back to the flavors, we have sweet and savory and pungent, and it all just blends wonderful together. And this is going to be served with my citrus vinaigrette, which I'll be showing you. Now I'm going to make my citrus vinaigrette, which goes wonderful with the baby green salad, which is also known as the Epicurean Salad. This is a very simple but yet delicious dressing. Not only does it just go with the Epicurean salad, you can put this on anything you want. You can be as creative as you want with mixing up your salads and your dressings. That's your choice. So you're not locked into this is what it has to be served with. Okay, what I have here is shallots that I just sliced, and these are 3 whole shallots. And I'm just going to add that right directly to the blender, okay? You don't have to cut them small or anything because the blender is going to do the work for you. I have 1 tablespoon of the fresh rosemary. Do not use the dry rosemary. The texture does not break down. The flavors are not the same. There's nothing better than just fresh aromatic rosemary. So that's 1 tablespoon. Okay, just pick it right from the stems, and that's perfect. Okay? Here I have a half a cup of orange juice concentrate, the one you find in your frozen food section. And the reason I use the frozen orange juice is because it's concentrated. You don't want that water inside of your dressing because it's not going to emulsify properly. And the word emulsify means blending two items that normally don't go together, such as oil and vinegar, and you're forcing that together. So definitely stay with the concentrate. It definitely works better. Here I have a quarter cup of white wine vinegar and honey that I added here together in one little ramekin. And the honey is going to add that sweetness that the dressing needs, but it's also going to add the body that the dressing needs, okay? It helps the emulsification process work. Now, some restaurants you will see using with the corn syrup. This is definitely the better, healthy alternative is the honey. Okay, now what you do, you have all those ingredients here in the blender at first. Put on your top, don't forget, you're gonna put this on a puree just until everything is combined and the shallots are chopped a little bit finer. It doesn't have to be completely fine because when you add the oil to it in a slow motion, it will then chop even further, okay? So everything's chopped. You got the rosemary chopped. Oh, it smells like an orange field in here from the beautiful orange. It's just wonderful. Now I'm gonna turn that off and tell you, I got a cup of olive oil. Now when you're making salad dressings, there's no question the olive oil tastes a lot better than using a vegetable oil or a soy oil or even a corn because they don't really have a lot of flavor. These are best used for dressings, olive oils, okay? So I'm gonna add that to the blender in a slow, steady stream because if you add it too quick, what's gonna happen is the dressing's going to break and your emulsification isn't gonna happen. And what that means to you, it's not gonna look nice on the salad. So I'm gonna add the back on puree, okay? And I'm gonna slowly add in the olive oil. It gets a little bit messy in the first half a second, but as you're adding the oil, what you're doing is becoming thicker and thicker. See, you can even hear it in the blender. And it's emulsifying easier. Okay, so I'm doing a nice, slow, steady stream on purpose. I do not want to break my dressing. This dressing can last up to 2 weeks in the refrigerator. And it's a very strong flavor, so you don't need a lot of it. Just add a little bit at a time. Okay? So an olive oil or an extra virgin, whatever one you like. Okay? And of course, we always want to finish our whatever we're making with a seasoning of salt and pepper, which should always be added at the end. If I have a fine salt, I'm adding about a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper to it. All right? You can see it's nice and creamy. Just another 30 seconds, and then it's done. So how long did this really take me? 2 minutes. You guys can look like chefs to your guests. It's so easy, but yet wonderful, and it complements really any salad you'd like. Okay, I'm gonna now pour this into my little ramekin, and we're going to use this for, again, to dress my Epicurean salad. That is just gonna wow everyone. It's everyone's favorite that I serve it to. Enjoy it. Now this is my finished Epicurean salad that I had made this citrus vinaigrette. I'm going to dress this beautiful salad. Look at all the wonderful colors and textures and crunchiness and chewiness of everything that's on this plate. It's just wonderful. And I hope you enjoy this salad because it's absolutely delicious. I want to thank Park Shore for allowing me to come into your kitchen. And remember, for a healthy lifestyle and way of living, always try to choose natural, healthy, and organic ingredients, as I did for today at Sherry's, the natural food market in Babylon, Long Island. Ciao, Bella.